Winkle,
Yes.
what do you think about the complaint? Why are you wearing your sunglasses inside?
Because I always wear my sunglasses when I want to be taken seriously and have
It'll be open this
prime time
weekend.
to
It'll be
myself.
open from 10:40
It's my
to
I'm in the
11 o'clock
zone
both days.
face. What did I think about the complaint?
Yeah, about the marketing.
Well, people are always going to have two sides of it. So to be honest, I don't really want to hear about it. Some people are going to hate it. Some people are going to love it. Some people are going to hate it. You can't stop the haters.
I tell you what I found interesting.
Yeah, what?
The complaints have been, there's only been a couple of complaints,
Yeah.
but that it's derogatory towards old women. It's not derogatory to old women. The ad says grumpy old cows, talking about property managers, because in property management there are a lot of grumpy old cows who treat tenants and landlords like shit.
That's true.
Did you agree with that?
That's true.
They treat them badly. And as business owners, so what happens is, here's my gripe. As business owners, when you're managing 800 or 900 properties like we do, so a big business, we don't know what's going on. So we don't want people working in our business that treat tenants or landlords or different races,
Yes,
which has
that's
happened,
so true. Yes,
you know,
exactly.
different races with absolute disrespect. Geelong really isn't that much of a multicultural town. It's more of an Anglo-Saxon town. It's slowly becoming more and more multicultural, and I've witnessed firsthand people get treated really, really poorly because they're tenants. Tenants have rights, landlords have rights, and we're going to run some provocative advertising to say, at Hayes Winkle, you're going to be treated with respect, and we don't employ grumpy old cows. I'm just going to talk about branding and being outrageous. I'm going to talk about being different, what that means, why are some people really out there and others just play it safe with mainstream marketing. And I want to talk about the difference between the two, the pros and cons. My understanding of branding or marketing, are they two different things? I don't really know. I know people have some clever explanations of what both are, but for me, marketing or branding is material, is a medium that you put out there to the general public for them really to create a perception of what you're about. Now, in the world we live in today, and particularly in ultra competitive industries like real estate, where they don't stab you in the back, they actually stab you in the front, I think it's important to try and find an edge. Now, I just want to say this: if you want to be a little bit different, or if you want to be a little bit outrageous, or if you want to challenge the status quo, you're going to be judged. The reason why in my career I've always done stuff a little bit left of centre, and I don't follow mainstream, and I don't say this from an arrogance standpoint, but I know that I'm a good real estate agent. I know that I hold my vendors' properties when I'm selling them in the highest regard. I know that I have a strategy to achieve the highest possible sale price, you know, and I have the awards, the testimonials, the accolades. I wouldn't get asked to speak at events around the country and internationally on the topic of real estate if I didn't know what I was doing. So I know that I'm a good agent. Because I know that I'm a good agent, for me, branding and marketing is secondary, okay? So what I mean by that, a lot of people think they're new in the industry, they go, I want to do something different, I want to, you know, try and be cheeky, I want to be aggressive. Don't get the cart before the horse. You have to learn the trade. You really do have to learn the trade, because if you want to do something quirky, out the box, aggressive, something provocative, something that's going to polarize people, you're going to look like a dickhead if you're not a good agent. So if I've sold more homes than anybody else, if I hold a number of street records, then I can promote that in a cheeky way, in a maybe a provocative way, if that's what you want to do to grow your profile. I think it's really, really important in your career that you are talked about. You are a no one until you're talked about in real estate. You have to stand out. This is a super, super competitive industry. I see DL flyers all the time. I see promo pages all the same. You know, particularly with franchises, they all look the same. The words are the same. Meet Matthew.
He delivers 5-star service. He's a great communicator, and all he cares about is...
Ultimately, what we've tried to do is, and I listen to experts and I work with a great marketer, And in the early days, a lot of the work that I put out was all my own. Now it's still my own vision, but I get someone to polish it like Andy. And he comes up with some stuff too, so I'm not taking anything away from him. But we try and be provocative. We try and provoke emotion.
I'm in a glass case of emotion.
From something you see with Hayes Winkle. What's really important with marketing is, what we've done at Hayes Winkle is, we've married up the perception, the marketing, the stuff we put out there with who we are, with who myself, Michelle Winkle, Stacey Nicole, this is who we are. And we put that out there. Hot pink, vibrant, energy, colourful, stand out. You know, this is who we are. We've married up our brand, our concept, the perception of who we are. You can't, you know, if you saw Hayes Winkle, I'm hoping you would think, well, that's Danny Hayes. That's Michelle Winkle. And if you know me personally, that is who I am. Full of energy, full of beans, full of passion, wanting to win, driven, determined. So you have to remember this with marketing. No matter how bad it is, it's gonna be the bin liner. You've got to remember with marketing, it's always got to be about the unexpected. No matter how bad it is, no matter how wrong you get it, it's gonna be lining tomorrow's bins, so who cares? Take a risk, have a crack, go all in. That's what I reckon. My name's Daniel Hayes. Thanks for watching $1 Million Bogan Australia. So make sure you click the button right here. I'm gonna go.